Well, guys, Terminator. I'm a huge fan of the Terminator franchise. Terminator 2 is one of the greatest movies ever made, in my opinion. That came out way back in 1991. Can you believe it's been 33 years?
No, really.
Yeah, it's been a while. And of course, Arnold came back for Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines. James Cameron was not involved in that. People have been very, very critical of the movies post Terminator 2. A lot of people didn't like the movies, even though I actually do like, I like Terminator Salvation. Very, very underrated movie in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But there was this little known TV show that came out 2008. Terminator, the Sarah Connor Chronicles. I remember us watching that show. I love that show.
I do too.
Man, that show was really, really good. It was a nice, new, fresh take on Terminator about events that happened post Terminator 2.
Yes. And it's very sad that there's a cliffhanger when at the end.
Because the season 2 finale, young John Connor ends up in the future when the war's going on.
Yes.
So he gets to meet get to see his dad. And we need to flash back though, because his protector in the show is Cameron. This is Cameron right here. A cyborg that looks like a young girl. And I remember the first episode. Cameron was in his class in school and he was going by the name John Reese. And the teacher was actually taking a roll. And he said, John Reese. And he said, I'm here. And that Terminator was actually, the teacher was a Terminator called Cromartie.
Yeah, he's a villain.
Yeah, he's the villain. And Cameron goes full Terminator mode and is protecting John.
Yes.
So I love the way it started. Love the way it ended. Because remember, there was a T-1000 in the show too. Mm-hmm. Samantha Weaver, I believe that was the name of that Terminator. They have a picture down here of her. She's the one that actually sends John Connor into the future, remember?
Yes, but in season 2, in the whole season TV show, it never showed her that she is a Terminator until the end of season 2.
Was it really at the end? Because I remember they showed her with like the liquid metal. Maybe that was like, I think it was probably pretty close to the end.
It's pretty close, but I don't remember. I don't think it showed her that she was a Terminator in the beginning.
Yeah, probably not. Actually, her name is Catherine Weaver in the show. But the way season 2 ended, they were planning on season 3. And boy, they had a pretty good idea on what to do with season 3. And it didn't happen. I remember a couple of episodes, man. It definitely seemed like, of course, John and Cameron had a close relationship. I remember this right here, where the Cameron Terminator kind of goes into like full human mode because John Connor was about to terminate her because I believe something happened with her chip or something.
Yeah, and she kept saying, I'm sorry, John. I'm sorry, John.
And she was like, I love you. I love you. And you kind of felt like, all right, if she was truly a human, there could be like a romantic part with this. If she was truly human. Check this out down here. This is what the plan was for season 3. I wrote the season 2 finale, and I thought there was a good chance that there was going to be that was going to be the end. I wanted to write something that set astride an ending emotionally, and yet would allow us something to do if we did get a season 3. I wanted to write an episode that was like, be careful what you wish for. John loves Cameron, but it's like Pinocchio. She's not a real girl. So, okay, well, what if he met the real human that the Cameron Terminator was modeled on? John never likes being John. He doesn't like the burden of the mantle. So What happens if he gets his wish? He continued. He shows up in the future. He gets to meet his dad, meet the girl he couldn't have, but in human flesh. And nobody knows who he is, so he has no pressure. So it felt like it could end there, but it wouldn't, he explained. Because that's right, Cameron in the future is a human. I think they showed her.
But she doesn't recognize him.
Yeah.
Nobody does.
Right. He says, I was sad that we were canceled. I wanted to do more, but I also felt satisfied personally. I didn't want it to just feel like the needle had been pulled off the record suddenly. I wanted it to feel like the song had ended, even if the album hadn't. Man, that would have been so good because I was super excited, man, when that final episode happened.
Yes.
Yeah, because wasn't that flashback also with Cameron as a human? I think there was. I think it was in one of the seasons. It's been a while, guys.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
There was a flashback that one of the Terminator captured her and...
Oh, yeah, there was a whole episode on it.
Yes.
Now I kind of remember it. But that would have been cool, though, to see John actually get with the human version of Cameron.
Yes. I kind of interested in their relationship.
Yeah.
Because in the first or second season where John kind of have a romantic relationship with her, but then it kind of, Cameron is kind of not into the emotion.
Yeah, because there was one episode where Cameron went completely rogue and her chip was messed up.
Yeah.
And she was trying to terminate John.
Yes. And I'm interested of the investigator or the detective.
Yeah. The detective, eventually he found out. Didn't he find out about the Terminators? Wasn't he trying?
At the end, he did.
Yeah.
At first, he didn't. He didn't know what was going on.
Yeah. And at the end, of course, this is Lena Headland from Game of Thrones. She plays Sarah Connor. In the final episode, she didn't go into the future. She stayed behind. And the Cameron Terminator, actually, wasn't she terminated? I think she did.
Who?
The Cameron Terminator.
I don't think so.
I don't remember. I gotta go back and watch it. It's such a good show. We should watch it anyway.
Yes, but if they are planning to have season 3, I'm excited.
Yeah, but it's not going to happen, though. I mean, they got canceled. This is way back in 2009, so it's been a good 15 years. So it's not going to happen. I wish that it would. The show was
never
great.
know. He said he's planning to.
No, he said that was his plan for season 3, not that he was planning to. Not going to happen. We're still waiting on Hannibal to come back. Hannibal is a great show, and they canceled that. And a lot of people still want that show.
Yeah, and they cancel The Feed. That was a good TV show.
Yeah.
And Almost Human.
Yeah, there's quite a few shows
and
good shows that didn't last too long.
Yeah, it's pretty much sci-fi TV show.
Yeah. So that's going to wrap it up, guys. Sarah Connor Chronicles. Check it out. I believe isn't it on Amazon Prime? It may be on Prime Video.
I think so.
It may be. Gotta go and check it out, guys. If you haven't seen it, it's a really good show. That's going to wrap it up, guys. We'll be back tomorrow with another video. Until then, be safe.
Goodbye.